I'm Macy.
And I'm Kurt.
And when we started looking for a birth center, before we got married, we were interested in a unmedicated birth. And so when we started looking into birth centers, we found a few, and we did some interviews at different ones. But we had a unique situation. We are a queer couple. Kurt is trans, and so we also needed the added layer of some help with our fertility to conceive our baby. And so when we got to our origins interview, I talked to Brooke. It was at the time when she was at the front desk. And so I talked to Brooke, and I was like, well, I actually have like a lot of questions. Can I talk to someone privately? And so we talked to a midwife here, and we actually ended up, Caitlin called us on
my birthday. It was my birthday on 2020, and it was just kind of like the perfect news, especially with everything going on with the pandemic. We were really worried, like, is this the year that we're going to be able to finally have our baby? And it was just the best birthday present that they ever could give us. I mean, Caitlin and Gina called, and we all had a really nice powwow. And I remember getting the call in my truck. We had just gotten back home, and I just cried.
Yeah.
We finally were getting what we really wanted.
Yeah, we had waited so long for our baby. And so we arranged with them, and there's so many steps in conceiving a baby as a queer couple. And so they were really helpful with coordinating with a sperm bank and being able to order our cryo tank. And they actually allowed us to take it home with us. A lot of fertility clinics don't allow you to take the cryo tank out of their care. And so it was always a family-centered thing. They always put us and our family first and made sure that we were comfortable and felt loved. And so, of course, it was very important to us that we had providers that were loving and accepting of who we are as people and who our family is. And I really appreciate that they did a lot of work on the back end of learning about IUIs and learning about what it means to be a trans person and what that dynamic brings to our family. It was never like a list of questions that we had to answer. Every provider that we came in contact with, from the front desk to all of the midwives, the assistant midwives, we never had to answer any questions about who we were or why we were who we were. Everyone did that work on the back end, which is not common, especially in Texas.
Yeah, especially when you're talking about working with a couple who appears to be very, we're a very heteronormative looking couple. I'm very fortunate to be a passing trans male, and so we did get a lot of questions, and it was very, very comforting to know that we had someone in our corner that looked at us more than just a label. We were definitely people in their eyes, and that was really game changing for us, and definitely made us choose origins at the end. So.
Absolutely. So yeah, they always saw us as a family and not like a demographic that they were able to fill. So we were so thankful. Our care was fabulous and inclusive and sensitive. We have always planned on raising Luther very gender creatively, and I know that is something that doesn't come up a lot usually. And they were always super respectful with the pronouns that we were using for him when he was in the belly and all of that. So we can't express enough how inclusive and sensitive the care was from everyone at Origins, and how we really appreciate how they did the work to find the answers to all the questions that may have, instead of making us do that work for them.
we just really wanted to thank you guys for everything that you've done. You know, I really think that Origins is creating a really validating and safe space for queer people. They employ queer people, they serve queer people, and in today that is something that is so important and so needed, especially in Texas. So thank you so much for loving us. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your family and really just surrounding us with people that will be a part of our lives for the rest of our life.
Yeah. Thank you for doing the work for our family, for us, and for queer people all over Texas. We feel so loved. We're so thankful. Just thank you for doing the work. Not a lot of people come to bat for us, and Origins definitely did.
Yep.